red.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Sorry.
Happy New Year's.
Happies.
That's why I reached for Bob Dawson's pork rinds.
Are those pork rinds, Bob?
Hey, is that pork rinds? Bob Dawson.
For everyone listening on the radio, thank you for joining us. Welcome back to a new year of Nostalgialand. We hope you enjoyed the holidays. But Trey is wearing a fantastic shirt. It's so simple. It's just words.
It's like my favorite part of that movie, too.
Pork rinds of Bob Dawson's. And then sporting the bat signal. I believe I brought my A24 shirt in because I definitely want to support their efforts this year. They're coming out with some fun, interesting movies. There's one coming out just at the end of January here called The Presence. Or Presence, I think it is, but it's a really interesting ghost movie apparently. So definitely want to go see that.
I just like that they're making original stuff.
Yeah, man.
And obviously I sound wonderful because I am sick. It's going to be a struggle for me, but I'm here. I don't want to miss. I haven't missed a single episode.
I'm here. Never mind.
Nope.
That's the wrong thing.
Get used to it.
Get used to it.
This episode's been brought to you by sand. It's everywhere. Get used to it.
There might be some hacking, some cold. It's been nice weather here the last couple of weeks in Miami, but we're supposed to be getting.
I think that's what messes me up is the change in the weather. Because both times the weather's changed that, I've gotten the same cough, and the same stuff. But shout out to Bridget who gave me some tips on the medicine to take. And, it's helping. And then to a very wonderful person who hooked me up with the life-saving.
With some lozenges. I think that's the best we could say.
The friggin' severe Vicks lozenges are like life-saving.
The big baparoo.
Oh my gosh. I heard they have like ones that you can leave it like things that you can put in the shower.
Yes.
Yeah, I have those.
Yeah.
You have them? Where do you get them? Is it like CVS or something?
You don't have to call. You don't have like a special prescription for those, or
they'll deliver them to your house.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah, but I'd like to get one and then go home tonight. You know what I mean?
You should order it now so it delivers to your house right now.
And then take a pillow,
steal it.
Take a pillow and put it in the shower and just never leave the shower again.
Sleep there.
Gosh, man.
Where did you find him? Well, in the shower. Yes, officer. That's the last we heard. Just laying there, cold.
No, he's still alive.
No.
Just cold.
Just cold, officer.
Every time I get thirsty, I just turn the shower on. Just drink from its essence.
Hydrate.
From its essence.
It's not how hydrating works.
It's from both. You're getting outside and inside.
Yeah, that's not how a microwave works.
That's not how a clock works. No, wait. It was the microwave. Anyways. Well, thank you for joining us. I hope
we missed you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I had a very weird Christmas this year, Christmas Day, where I had absolutely nothing to do. This is like the first Christmas I can remember in the last maybe 10 years where it's like, are we going into something? No. We're planning? Are we making something? No. That's already okay. We just sit here. I'm just gonna sit here.
No,
I'm gonna sit here.
I don't think I've had one of those since high school.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Like usually there's somewing somewhere to go, something to do. So how was your guys' Christmas? You just what did you guys do?
Everywhere.
If there was a place, we went there.
It's just because you have the little ones. You have to wake up at the butt crack of dawn.
Yeah.
All we had to get her was freaking boxes and wrapping paper.
Oh yeah.
She didn't care about the presents.
Yeah. Why on earth would you buy her anything else?
Although she did really like the one that my parents got. My parents got her like one of those cars that she sits in. You push her.
Oh, that's awesome.
She likes that.
Did it come with a remote control?
No.
That's okay.
It's a bummer.
But
for me,
it is
not for the baby.
Not for the baby.
It is genius how it has like a telescoping push thing. So you just walk. It's like a stroller.
It's like a stroller, but she's in a car.
She's in a Fiat.
Yeah,
exactly
I think I saw those pictures. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So then we had to go to my brother-in-law's house. And you gotta book it back over here.
Yep.
And Tanner didn't want to be here late because his whole family went to Washington D.C. the next morning. They flew out of Fort Lauderdale at 6 in the morning.
Nah.
So they had to be at the airport at like 4:30 because they had to leave their house like 3:15. So it was like, ooh,
Oh my gosh, dude, no.
that's a bummer.
I don't do that anymore. I don't. Yeah. If I'm gonna fly and it's gonna be like one of those like find the cheapest one, and I'd always tell we're taking the red eye. We're gonna sleep till like 4:00 in the afternoon that day, and then we're gonna be bright eyed and bushy tailed and get to the airport by 7. All right, because I'm not doing the 6
Flying
a.m.
Spirit.
anymore. Yeah. Oh, Spirit. Anytime any airlines, I'm always flying the late flight. I'm not doing. I can't do early mornings, especially when like you show up to the airport and it's not open yet. And you're waiting outside the airport and you're looking in like, hey, is anybody like, does anyone work here anymore? Like, and they come showing up like this was all Southwest, actually. Sorry to rag down. I love Southwest, but they failed me one time really bad. But our flight was at 6. We got there at 4, as TSA tells you to do. No one's working there at 4. No one's behind the desk. And then we start, and there's a line out the door of people. And all their kiosks, like their self-service kiosk, down, not working. And finally, I just walked up to one, and there was a little power switch on the side. Popped that baby off, popped it back on, started working. So I just started telling them, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it off, turn it on again. And then all the kiosks started working, and we got in the line, but it was 5:30. By the time we got in the line to security, which was then another 20-minute wait, we were in. It was 5:30 in the morning. Our flight takes off at 6. And
That's insane.
luckily the pilot was like, yeah, we heard kiosks and stuff. They called us. I was like, oh, thank God. Like there's communication from the desk to the people.
They called us. We don't care.
Yeah. Happy New Year. Tyler, did you was it just here, back there, everywhere? Or do you have
Pretty much just here.
Yeah.
I don't have children, so I don't have nowhere to go.
As far as you know, there's children yet.
Yeah, no.
Somewhere
Nobody's
else.
called.
There might be. Oh wait, we're doing Free Willy, right? He could be your son.
I wish.
Jesse, he could be your son.
Yeah,
He
what's
could
the
be
deal
Oregon.
with like us and movies where you can talk to animals or communicate with animals? Dead dad.
It's a Native American thing. I'm sorry.
dead.
I mean,
Sad.
is that did they say what happened to his parents?
Well, they're gone. It's the same as dead.
That's it.
Well, no, because I think it might just be like she got knocked up and
Yeah.
gave the kid away
And
kind of
dropped
deal.
the kid on the fire department.
Apparently, yeah, she left him. Like, yeah, it wasn't a fire department. It was like the police department or something like
I
that.
think that it's like child services. She's
Yeah.
just like, here, you deal with them.
Yeah.
I think that's the most horrible part of this movie. I mean, the movie opens up to this kid being like a vagrant and homeless.
Yeah.
And
I mean, really homeless. Like,
Yeah.
he's dirty and like
they're
begging,
like,
Is it
they're
open
like
up on that
stealing
or them
cakes.
stealing the whale?
yes.
Yeah, it's the whale.
Yeah, they captured Willy
Right. But that's like the first thing with him
First,
is
you got to catch your Willy.
before you can free it.
Then you got to contain your Willy.
You got to cage it.
Welcome to the perverts national anthem.
right.
Free Willy,
Free
folks.
Willy.
1993. Free Willy. Hashtag the Willy needs to be released. Yeah. Sorry, you were saying.
well, it's like this horrible situation where this child has run away from foster care,
Yeah.
and with several other children, and you're just thinking like, what am I watching? I thought this was a movie about a whale.
Yeah.
And then the worst part of it, though, the saddest part of the whole movie is how he keeps believing that his horrible mother is going to come back. Like, she just had to take care of some stuff. And they're like, no,
No.
she's never coming back. And he's like, no, she's good, dude. She'll be back like tomorrow. Like, what's today?
any day
Tuesday?
now.
I'm talking like Saturday.
It feels like a Wednesday. It feels like a Wednesday
And
kind
the
of
cop's
thing.
finally the one that's like, dude, she didn't even look in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God. Like that was the thing that my wife was like, bro, no one is like having like normal, like you're speaking to a child conversations. They're just dropping hard truth bombs.
This kid's been in and out of the system. They've tried the whole like, it's gonna be okay, and he's like, screw you, I'm gonna go steal some cake.
Well, and then they end up getting chased by the cops because the cops come in full sirens blaring, which is like the worst way to catch people.
Into a skate park too. It's
Yeah.
like, was it illegal to skateboard in
I
the
guess so.
in the city designed
It closes.
skate park?
It closes.
Oh, that's
Only
it.
if you're
Yeah.
10 and don't have parents.
Yeah, it's called truancy or
That's
being a
it.
vagrant.
Yes, none of them.
But,
none of them went to school.
Yeah, but then so they take off running, and him and his friend who looks like an alien.
Perry.
Yeah,
Jess-
Perry totally looks like an alien
Perry the
because
platypus.
he's Jesse, right?
I think it's Jesse.
Yeah, the main kid is Jesse, and his best friend is Perry, who I had to look up this guy, Michael Bacall. I'm going to say that's his last name, but he's in Inglourious Bastards. He's one of the bastards.
Perry is?
Yeah, Perry's one of the bastards.
Well, good for him. He doesn't look like an alien anymore. Turn your flashlight off on your phone.
You scoping things out over there? Yeah.
Sorry.
Trey was like, I can find my Willy.
I was
taking more.
Yeah.
I can free you.
Hey, you want to see something cool? Want to see something cool? Hey, watch. Hey, Siri. Lumos. Hey, Siri. Knox.
It works. No.
Hey, Siri. Knox. Yeah, I've been Harry Potter. So they run away from the cops, right. And him and his buddy end up in the water park, the aquarium, I guess, whatever it is.
Yeah, in the underground observation tank area.
Dude, and they find spray cans, and you hear like 5 seconds of spray painting, and they have spray painted like
everything,
100 yards worth of crap.
But it's like, oh, we're in a place we don't know, running for the cops. What should we do right now? Immediately after we stopped and think,
start spray painting shit.
Spray paint this shit.
Hey,
everything.
You found there's some spray paint in this whale's tank.
Yeah.
Like, what is happening right now? And then
it's to spray paint. Don't touch glass.
Oh my gosh, we'll get that'll come up again.
On the side. Oh yeah. Don't touch anything. God, dude, this was so frustrating. But I had to say, when I first started watching, I was like, why did we name it Willy? This was a choice, by the way. This isn't based on any like event or something. This isn't based on real or true events.
How bad would that like mess with like stoners in the audience though if they just wrote like loosely based on a true story?
What? Yeah.
Well, it kind of turned into
a political movement.
The real story of Keiko, the killer whale.
Yeah.
Who ended up being freed at the end of his life because of this movie.
Yeah. But like the choice of it being Willy. Free Willy. And I know
dude,
you go by.
You know, the writer was like,
this would be hilarious.
Hey, we could get a whole generation of kids to be like, Penis. Let's talk about penis.
Let's just this will be the most expensive dick joke of the 1990s. Here we go.
You think we can get this past the censor?
Hey, do you guys think we can get Michael Jackson on board?
Oh, God. And he is. He's on board at the end.
Yeah.
He's on board.
2 of his songs are used for the movie.
That's right. Oh, God. You got permission too, though.
From meeting the director, I believe, or the writer. I can't remember. At a dentist office. Yeah, and they were talking about what they were doing.
He was there to get more propofol.
Yeah, jeez.
He was there. And he was like, so I'm working. He's like, I'm there. I'm here working on a movie, Mike. You want to come join us? Sure. What's the name of the movie? It's called Free Willy.
Yeah,
I'm totally into that. That's my thing.
You know, the sad part is that Michael Jackson actually talked like me.
He did. Yes, he did. His real voice was like,
his real voice would come out, and it was like deep and normal, like an adult.
Yeah, he'd be like, oh, that sounds really great. Door closes. I don't care what the fuck that person wants to say.
Someone make me a damn sandwich.
Someone get me a sandwich.
But yeah, he was like all about the story of the whale and the boy, and so he agreed to let his music. I mean, it's not surprising that he was about a boy.
Are they in Seattle?
I think they're in Oregon.
Somewhere in the Pacific Northwest.
Because they're doing the whole fish tossing thing.
Yeah,
that's a Seattle thing.
That's a Seattle thing. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But that was there on their dock.
Everybody copies.
Everybody's throwing fish.
I've been to that one place.
Hey. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fish, what's it called?
I think it's like the
fish
market.
They just called it like the fish market.
The Fisherman's Wharf.
I think it is actually called the Wharf.
I think I heard that.
I went to some place in St. Louis once. I think it was called the Wharf.
Oh,
Pike Place.
Pike Place. We were way off.
That's a great beer.
I knew it started with a P.
It's great beer.
Wait. I said the Wharf, and you were like, "Yeah, I think that's it."
No, I know.
I knew it started with a P.
I was just doing the line from the story. I was just doing the thing in the storybook.
Okay.
LMNOW.
But the thing that jumped out at me immediately, other than the fact, like, why is this kid never seen water or soap in his life?
I don't think so.
The fact that he gets captured, he gets caught by the cops.
Yeah.
And Perry the alien gets away, and then the other kids that got away, they just went and made the Foot Clan. And this guy goes on to this amazing life with these wonderful foster parents and a whale.
Yeah. Yes.
And Perry gets his ass kicked by the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Perry gets his ass kicked, and then he joins like the rebel. He joins the Foot Clan. You're absolutely right. He does.
They go start it.
Yes.
They're like the California chapter of the Foot Clan.
Of the Foot Clan.
The
You're
dude
right.
from the first Ninja Turtle movie, the bald Asian guy, is like, he's the one recruiting them to Venice Beach.
You want to get your friend Jesse to be a part of our Foot Clan. Otherwise, he's going to free his Willy. You can't free your Riri.
Oh, Riri.
Oh, no. Don't do it in the public. It's not good.
I don't know if I can do that
How do you
voice,
feel-
but
how
I
do
can
you-
do that voice.
How do you feel about the Native American guy?
I love the Native American guy, Ralph, but I'm not. Was he actually Native American or was he like
No.
Italian or something?
Yeah, he's like Italian.
Okay. Yeah. What's his name? Here it is. August Schellenberg. Yeah. I don't think that's real.
Schellenberg?
Real native.
I don't even
there.
think he's Italian.
I think he's Jewish.
Well, he's from Montreal, Quebec. He could
be an indigenous person.
Maybe.
Wait, no, what do they call him? A First Nations
First Nations.
people?
Yes, you're welcome.
I'm calling you Indian.
Yeah, dude, that's much cooler.
I'm calling you Indian.
Dude, if I was a Native American, I'd be like, yo, I'm an Indian. Like,
They call me.
like this wasn't America
Yeah,
when you guys
Cowboys
yeah.
and Indians.
came. Yeah, Cowboys and Native Americans.
He died in Dallas. He was born in
What?
Quebec and then somewhere he went to Dallas. There's nothing about him or
That was the only
Excuse
true
me.
line.
Excuse me, have you ever been to another place?
Yes. Sorry, I'm really close-minded about. Oh, you were born there and then you didn't die there. That's
You're like,
weird.
oh man, I'm sick. I better go back to Montreal, Quebec, or whatever. So Matt doesn't get thrown off by where I died.
Yeah, so I don't upset me. Don't you
So
dare upset me.
I don't mess with those stupid Nostalgialand guys.
Oh my gosh, no, nothing about it says anything about his actual heritage. But that's all right. Oh no, hold on. His mother was Jewish.
There you go, Schnellenberger. So he was a Jew.
And his father was born in Switzerland.
Are you
So
doing this because the plot of the movie's not very long?
I don't. Yeah, it's really not. And they stretched this one out for an hour and 50.
Yeah,
dude.
it's way too long.
It's way
This movie
too
definitely
long.
has a pacing
but
issue.
but I will say it's a good movie.
It's a good movie, hands down, good movie.
The only part that I got taken out is like the epic scene at the end, like the,
Oh, we'll
the
get to that,
iconic
we'll get
one.
to that.
I know exactly
So-
what you're
Yeah,
talking
that was the
about.
only part where I
Jesse-
was like, wait a minute.
Hold on.
Jesse gets his penance for getting caught by the cops is to get put in a rich foster family.
Yes.
Because like he has like the Hey Arnold bedroom
Yes, he does.
Dude,
with like a skylight.
dude,
360-degree
the
views.
fucking view.
Yeah. Well, the mom even says, she's like, our bedroom's bigger, it's downstairs, but you have the best view of the house.
I'm sorry, I would live in a broom closet
in that
if
house.
that was my view.
Well,
Yeah.
in New York,
I'd be
you
like,
got-
this is the master bedroom.
Yeah.
You can only fit a double in here. Have you looked around? This is
Have
the
you
master
seen?
bedroom.
Our neighbors can see us do it in
It's
360
the same
degrees.
thing. It's the same thing as Hocus Pocus,
You
where it's like, why does this shithead have all the views?
Give it to the worst child in the family, the
You can
best
have-
room.
You can have a hammock.
Yeah. You sleep outside. You know that? See that shed we're building?
Well,
it's not finished.
It's like Jonathan Taylor Thomas's room in Man of the House.
Speaking
Yes.
of, this kid totally reminds me of JTT from Man of the House.
he
with
really
does.
with
Yeah.
the way he speaks and the when he's like crying and stuff. I'm like, someone was channeling
And the fact
yeah.
one or the other was channeling the
and
guy.
the fact that he's a giant douchebag.
Oh yeah, that too.
Well, how do you solve, a problem like Maria? Give him a whale.
Yeah.
And let it pin it down.
Yeah, so they
At least
apparently the mob has gotten into aquarium owning.
Yeah.
Like it cuts
you know who they wanted for the bad guy?
Marv.
He would have been good.
Daniel
But-
Stern would have been
Yeah.
so much better.
And if
They
you
wanted-
have the whale like smack him in the face a few times.
They wanted Jack Nicholson,
What?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
and then they went with Ironside because he's like the poor man's Jack Nicholson. When you go back and you look at him,
Dude,
it's
he
like,
is.
holy crap,
Yeah.
you really do look like him.
He's doing some Jack. Yeah, he's got like the harsh eyebrows. He's
Oh
like,
yeah.
You know what he looks like? He looks like Jack Nicholson. He permanently looks like Jack Nicholson's character in Anger Management with Adam Sandler.
Oh man, those eyebrows. Where he's like, Yes. Oh, Lord.
But anyway, they've gotten into like aquarium owning because they kidnapped this whale to put him in the tank.
Yeah, Michael Ironside.
Yeah.
Bad
And
guy.
the whale is pissed.
As you should be. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I used to have a whole ocean. Now I have this kiddie pool.
Yeah.
That's not even, I can't even turn around properly.
Yeah,
at
and
this
so Jesse has to clean the graffiti off this whale's tank. And apparently the only person that this whale will look in the eye is Jesse.
Yeah.
Probably because every day he's down there.
just scrubbing it.
And-
yeah.
Well, and he also likes his harmonica playing.
That's true.
Which
There's
I was watching this movie, and not to be like, I play instruments, so I know
he's
what I'm
not
doing.
playing any
He's
of
not
that.
playing any
He's
of
not
that.
sliding the
He's
harmonica.
Like, he's like, "Rrrr, rrrr." It's like trying to follow his movements with one of my harmonicas. I was like, that's go. He's way too low, and the music is going right
You know,
up. So
and it's not just the harmonica that's playing. There's like other instruments.
Yeah, like a
It's like
violin
the
and-
key from Masters of the Universe where he starts playing the harmonica. It's like,
Excuse me. It's called movie magic. All right.
Yes. Or what about the
Stop
Ocarina of
ruining.
Time?
Stop ruining this for me.
exactly.
Stop ruining his magical harmonica playing.
Excuse me. He's gonna play Epona's song at any moment, and I'm gonna have a horse to ride out of here on.
He played Willy's song.
It's gonna do piano. Why did you do Piano Man? That's the only reason you ever own a harmonica is to play Piano Man. You try to play Blues Traveler Hook.
Yeah.
You never can
No.
because that guy's amazing.
Because you're not fat enough.
Yes, but you can do Piano Man.
Or you're not willing to pass out playing harmonica.
Dude, that guy, the Blues
so-
Traveler guy, lost all the weight and then became not famous anymore.
Oh, really? Oh man. Well, we just gotta. Well, I'll Google more.
Quick tangent on Blues
Just a little
Traveler
joke.
Hook.
Just a little joke on Blues Traveler for you.
The
It's a real
when-
niche market of comedy there.
when they do that,
Me and like one other person are gonna get it.
when they do the Blues Traveler thing in the music video where there's a band playing, none of that's real. The real people are playing like behind the scenes. Like that band can't play.
Interesting.
In
In the video?
In the video, the Once Upon a Midnight Wind.
oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not
None of
anyone.
those people are actually playing.
That's hilarious. That's kind of like Shania Twain's.
Why?
Like,
Why do
go
we
th-
know all this Blues Traveler
Well,
trivia?
Thanks. Thank you, Game Grumps, for that one.
Okay, all right.
all
fair
right,
enough.
yeah. Blues. I love Blues Travelers though, dude. They're
like
so
that
good.
song.
Yeah, but it's like in Shania
If
Twain's.
you
Like,
told me, if you
"That
asked me
don't
to name
impress the
a
moon
second Blues Traveler song that and my life depended on it,
I'd be dead.
Well,
you don't know Hook? As the hook
Yeah,
brings
but-
you back.
sure, but now
Nope.
that you sing it, I didn't know Blues.
You don't know that one?
Nope.
Oh man,
I didn't know that was
I
a
know.
Blues
Hold
Traveler
on.
song.
Upon a midnight dreary. Yeah, let's not start singing because my voice is not here to do that.
All right, so we're okay. So he's caught by the cops. His punishment is to live in an amazing house with amazing people. Except Glenn. Glenn's kind of a dick, but he's just quiet. I mean, it doesn't really
He just-
seem like
I
he's
don't
like.
think he wants a kid.
Yeah.
The wife is like, I want a kid, and he's like,
All right. And he's like, how about a puppy? Can we get a puppy? The puppy, you know, those.
And he
stole my-
says to her at one point when they're arguing, like, this is just another crusade of yours? Like she seems like
Lord.
she's a saver.
So she picked up crocheting one summer, and then painting,
the whale.
and now a child.
The whale-
They've had 14 cats.
She couldn't save the whale, so
None of
she
them.
moved on to the child.
Yes, none of
She
them.
needed the child. Couldn't save the whale. Needed the child.
This will make up for all those hamsters that I killed.
Yeah. Let's not talk about deaths of
Terribly.
hamsters.
Which, by the way, hamsters never die peacefully.
There
Have you
is a-
seen that Reddit? Hamsters. Why is it that hamsters never die peacefully?
I
It's
don't
always
know,
like
they're
in the
horrible, evil animals.
Well, it's like they get horrible. Like it's either like they get sucked up by the vacuum, or they get hit by a car,
Or they
run
kill each
over,
other.
They kill each other and eat each other and stuff.
yeah.
I did have a hamster do that.
My
Immediately got rid of
brothers
it.
had 3 in college, and like they went home for Christmas, and one guy had to stay to work, and when they came back, there was only one hamster left, and he's like, I went to work and he like killed the other ones.
I forgot.
He was the Highlander of hamster.
Yeah, there can be only one.
He's just a jacked hamster in the corner, just like bending bars for exercise, just putting them apart and then back together.
It's like the pig in Family Guy, like oink.
Oink. Absolutely.
But
Okay. So
Jesse
yeah.
has to clean the tank, and that guy could have given him like water because there's a scene where he's scrubbing graffiti
Yeah.
with a dry
Sponge.
Yeah.
I'm like, soap and water go a long way.
Yeah.
Oh, I love how he's like, you know how to use this? And the kid's like, yep. And I was like, clearly not.
Yep.
Well, no, that scene it works because
Yeah.
you actually see the paint leaving the window.
Yeah, but I guess like they were like, okay, Jesse, wipe it with the sponge, but don't actually wipe it with the sponge. This might not be our final take because we're using chalk spray paint for everything. Because the way that spray paint came off that glass, I was like, that's nowhere. That is no one has ever spray painted in this house before because that was not it. That was not spray
It's
paint.
one of those like markers that people write like class of whatever.
Dry
yeah.
erase.
Yeah, those dry.
Are
yeah.
they dry erase markers? No,
I
it's
don't
like
know.
for Windows.
I think they're like chalk pens, honestly.
something
It's
like
yeah,
that,
it's like
yeah.
chalk and water. Or
They're
like
made
some
for
kind
like car
What the hell are
windows.
we talking about?
I don't know. Free Riri.
So the he cleans the tank and then makes his way up at night, breaks back into the aquarium
Yep.
to play the harmonica for the whale.
As you do.
And the guy wakes up. The Native American guy wakes up
Yeah.
and goes and he eats shit. And
Dude,
falls
Oh
into
my
the
Dude, Jesse
gosh,
goes
dude.
sprinting and
Yes.
that like when you slow it down, you see that he falls and he gets his arm like under his head.
Yeah.
But when it's in fast motion, it's impressive. It looks like he just knocks the shit out of himself.
Hi, I'm Jesse. Welcome to Jackass.
That's right.
Here we go.
We're gonna run on the edge of this whale tank and see if we don't fall.
He literally like doesn't get up and like kind of like try to sneak away. It's get up and full out sprint
Yeah,
on the
on
side
this
of his
wet
pool.
deck.
It'd be like I wonder if like every lifeguard watching this movie was like, see, that's what we're talking about every time.
That's Wendy Peppercorn over
You
there.
run by the pool, you get eaten by the whale.
You mess with the bull, you get the
Every time. That's what we're yelling for.
But anyway, he
my
falls in the
God.
tank, and then Willy's like, "Oh, there's a kid in my tank.
Oh shit. What do I do with it?
I'm
Well,
gonna push him up on this."
I wonder if you get knocked out into the water, your body's just gonna breathe, right? It's gonna try to breathe. It's not gonna hold your breath.
Well,
Man,
that-
yeah.
So that whale comes over and picks him up out and puts him on the deck again.
Really
and you
slowly.
see like he's very gentle with him, and then he even like rolls him onto his back very gently.
Yeah.
And then
That's how Hendrix died.
for no reason, he just turns and coughs up the water.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing like made you do that.
His body wanting to live.
Yeah, exactly. He's
all
like,
it
I'm
is.
gonna be friends with a whale.
What's it for all? It was this, or going back to eating cake with my hand at the skate park, which bothered me the most.
Did you see how dirty I was?
Yes.
Well, that, and then when he gets up to run out, he like grabs a piece of cake and makes sure to put his foot dead.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like
Like
in
what
case,
a dick, dude.
Yeah.
There was so much cake left.
like in case the
You know we're
cops
starving
wanted
to
cake.
death, right?
wanted a little bit of cake, like just in case he had to put his big nasty foot in it.
He
Like
was
just
destroying the evidence. Like
I
there's
guess
no
so.
cake.
It's
That's
one cake.
God, I hide the evidence.
You saw moosh, is what you saw. You saw colorful moosh.
you can't prove that was cake.
Who said? Who said?
You don't talk about my moosh.
Who said? You free your Willy, you get your moosh.
So then he gets offered a job after the Indian man drives him home.
Because the native takes a liking to him.
Well, he's
And-
like, well, the best is he comes in and he's like, Jesse is playing with the whale.
Yeah, the little
of the
carving,
whale.
yeah, totem.
And he goes, "You like whales?" He goes, "I like him."
Yeah.
And he's like pointing it, and then the guy goes, "Well, he hates everybody."
Yeah.
like
Good. That's
Yeah.
how you talk to a child. Yeah. That's how you explain things. Well, that whale will kill you right out the gate. But what the best part about when he gets he
he gets offered a job.
Jesse runs, trips, falls, knocks himself unconscious. The whale saves him. He then wakes up and he's in like what's the guy's name? Ralph? Robert? Excuse me. Randolph.
You were close.
Yeah, I was up
You know
there.
what's-
Like
Started with
Ralph
an
and Robert. Randolph.
Randolph
You know it started with an R.
or WH Randolph. So Randolph comes, he saves him, and I'm assuming that like he's drying his clothes because Jesse's just in a blanket and nothing else.
Well, no, when he
as
gets
far
home-
as I can tell.
When he gets home, his mom's like, "You're soaked."
Yeah. Oh no. But he's still just in the blanket. And here's Randolph who comes around and they're like focusing on the kid. Like, you're soaked, you're wet. Where have you been? You're also naked in a blanket. Who's this guy? Randolph just reaches out and is like, Hey, I'm Randolph. How are you? You have no idea who I am, but it's the 90s. So I brought your son back at 11:30 at night, half naked in a towel. We're not asking other questions. We're going to be friends now. And we'd like to see more of your little boy. I'm going to offer him a job.
Well, the only thing that does make it a little okay is when they get to the park at the first place with the was it Mr. Orange?
Mr. Orange
or Mr. White? Which one is he in Reservoir Dogs?
Oh, sorry, you mean
Greg
Perry?
No,
The dad?
the dad.
Oh, Glenn. Yeah, Michael Madsen.
Yeah, Michael Madsen.
Yeah.
But which, they're Mr. Orange, Mr. White, Mr. Pink.
Yes, I think he's Mr. White. Oh, I need to look
I think
that up.
he is Mr. White.
Yeah.
But
No. Bryan Cranston.
that's true. Might be Harvey Keitel that's Mr. White.
It could be him. I've heard things.
But when he drops him off for his first day of cleaning,
yeah.
he says you got to go find Randolph.
Oh, okay. So Glenn knows someone at the park is Randolph, but doesn't
And
he
it
show
seems like a really small town. Like
Oh, he's Mr. Blonde. He's
Mr.
Vic.
Blonde. Yeah, even cooler.
Yeah. Michael Madsen.
Clouds to the left of me.
Jokers to the
That
right.
kid's mouthing off an awful lot.
Yeah.
To someone who at
Michael
any
Madsen.
moment is going to cut your ear off
Yeah.
and pour gasoline all
Oh man,
over
but
you.
the intensity at which they're fighting in that one fight when they're like, I didn't want a kid. He's like, just get a dog next time. You feel like he's just gonna like camera pans left, he reaches over, turns on the radio.
Yeah.
Suck in the middle.
Exactly. It's like, oh, not this again.
Suck in the middle.
This is my third wife.
Talking about that, that's when like
Third one.
so he befriends the whale and starts teaching him tricks because he feeds him fish, and the whale's like, "You're cool.
Go figure.
Let's do some stuff." Like, yeah.
What else did you put in the fish?
You get the feeling like Willie knows everybody's mean to you. Everybody's mean to me too.
We're both orphans.
And you
here.
play songs like When I Scream for My Family.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That's what his harmonica playing would sound
That's
like.
it. It's him squealing for his family. That's right.
Yeah.
There's something happening
You
here.
take the soundtrack out
Yeah.
and it's him actually playing. It was like,
And this whale's like, I'm all about this. Let's go. We're simpatico. You and me, bud. It's Big Willie.
I never
Little
learned to
Jess,
play my
let's go.
harmonica. You can't play your harmonica. Let's do this.
So he's becoming like a normal human being. Like he's being nice to everybody.
Like a child.
He's using his allowance to buy fish for the whale.
It's like when Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Chevy Chase start to hit it off.
Exactly.
Oh,
So it's
just
this
like that.
movie.
Oh
This
my God.
movie and
Man of the House.
Man of the House are the same, except Man of the House is with people, and this one has a whale.
This
Yeah,
one
you
is-
know,
yeah.
no offense to Chevy Chase, but I kind of go with the whale.
No offense to Chevy. But
I mean, it doesn't have the mute guy, the
Yeah.
clown guy.
Don't stop now.
Yeah. I think he just gave me the finger.
I did some horrible sign language there.
Hey, how are you? But anyway,
Oh.
he's becoming like a more normal human being, and then it comes time for Willie to perform for everybody, and
Yeah.
Willie's like, "Hey, go fuck yourself."
And
You
that
know what's interesting? So they do like the training of the whale,
Yeah.
and because
Whole
Jesse's the
sequence.
only one that it'll listen to,
Mm-hmm.
and they get all excited. And Lori Petty, who we haven't even mentioned,
She's the trainer.
refuses any kind of bra or anything in this entire
yeah.
movie. I'm like, this is peach.
She is in the pool.
I need to look hot.
She is in the pool. a lot.
This is the sex appeal. It's me and the whale here. All right.
And then, but Michael Ironside and his little lackey
Yeah.
are talking about how they
Dale or something.
don't want
Dial and something else.
Yeah.
The guy.
They
It's
don't wanna-
ironic that the guy's name is Dial, and Jesse looks like he's never seen soap.
they don't want to dump the money into getting Willie a bigger tank.
Yeah.
And Lori Petty, the trainer, keeps telling them he won't perform because he lives in a fishbowl and he's a giant whale. Like,
Yeah.
he has no room. He has a crappy life. He's depressed. They're smarter than you think.
So
They're like,
he's
it's a whale. You're a trainer. Do your job.
yeah.
And then Jesse comes to work and he hears the whale screaming.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to check it out, and the whale's in this net, and they're trying to perform like medical tests, like just checking the whale out.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, the whale's too stressed. We can't do it like this. Like, it's not enough space.
Mm.
And
Yeah, they have him in a dolphin tank.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he like, you won't get accurate tests for the medical exam because he's so stressed.
Oh,
and
yeah. I
then
didn't hear that part.
Jesse like releases the net, and then Randolph comes and grabs him, and he's like, I saw what you did. He's like, yeah, so, and he's like, I bet Willie appreciates it. Like, oh, Like, you're cool.
Yeah. He's like, so what about it? And he's like, nothing.
Yeah.
Just cool.
Good shit. I couldn't do it.
Good shit,
Yeah,
guys.
so basically, like they do like a little private show for the two mob boss gangsters.
But before they do the show, they get the whole scene with Randolph, where he tells him the story of
That's after he falls in the tank.
Yeah, the Indian hunter.
Yeah.
And it's what changes Jesse as a person is like the whale and the story of the whale and how there was this loner Inuit that was saved by the carving and then it cuts in the middle of this story to Jesse telling it. And when it pans out, he's like super into it. And there's the mother, the foster mother, and he's telling the story and she's all into it. So you see them bonding and him becoming a different person.
It's a good transition point for him. It's a good turnaround. Like, oh, bro, you almost died. That does a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna add like, here's the real story behind it.
But you realize that like not only are you becoming friends with this whale, but Randolph cares about you. He's telling you stories about his past, and you start to realize that these foster people, like maybe they do kind of care about me, and they're not just shitty like everybody else has been shitty.
They're all right. Annie, played by Jane Atkinson. So Annie Greenwood is married to Glenn, which they don't share the same last name in the credits. Actually, it's just Glenn, but. Glenn is Glenn.
Like Prince.
Yeah. Glenn, the one and only.
One name, Cher.
I am Glenn.
All the women who rock me.
Yeah, but then he starts to they do like a little private performance and the whale does everything they want him to. Like he rolls over and he jumps out of the water and he splashes and he sprays people and all this stuff.
Just the flappy thing.
And then it comes time for Jesse to like, all right, we're gonna do this. And they make him like an honorary trainer. Like he's got a wetsuit and he's got the little whistle.
Oh, he's outfitted, dude. Yeah. I was like, this kid looks professional.
And the whale,
and they got him like a special whistle.
Yeah. But the whale, all Willy hears are like all the kids banging on the glass.
This is for whales, and if you need an adult, here's your whistle.
No, they're different whistles.
Oh shit! No, is that the same whistle? I wasn't aware. Anyways,
only whales will hear this
straight.
one.
Oh, if you're blowing this one, no one's coming, bud. You might get a pod of whales, but not a people. So
I'm not
be
touching,
sure.
I'm not touching that. I have so many jokes. I'm not
Free
touching
Willy.
that.
Okay.
If you blow this one, somebody might be coming. But
someone might be.
Unless you're Aquaman, you're not getting any help.
No, he's not.
Anyway. So you want to hear some cool behind the scenes stuff about the training?
Yeah.
So Jesse, the kid who actually plays Jesse, had to work with Kiko because
Kiko the whale.
Like a ton of this movie is the actual whale, like an actual killer whale. And they tried to find a whale forever, and they had like 30 to 40 on like a list that they wanted. Yeah. And I think Bubba's back at the door again. But
I hear him. Yeah.
But like 90% of the list were SeaWorld whales. And SeaWorld said, nope.
You want to let the whale go at the end of the movie?
Well, not only that.
We're not about that.
The whale is in captivity and is in shitty condition. Like, we're going to let you use one of our whales to do that with? Like, no, because like that's not how we treat our whales or whatever.
The only thing that I saw about it was that they had to go to Mexico to get this right whale to get Kiko.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
Because the Mexican government.
It's actually a really fascinating story.
Okay,
because there was one in Canada, there was one in Mexico, and the Kiko had been like moved between parks. Once in Canada, once in Mexico.
Oh my gosh.
And he was in Mexico when they found him, and they were like, yeah, sure, you could totally use him. And he was in basically the same shitty conditions that he lived in the movie. And that's why at the end of his life, like he was moved, I think, back to Canada or something, because they like leased the whales.
Yeah.
And they like transferred them around.
Yeah.
And the story was basically true to Kiko's life, where he was too old when he was taken from the wild. So he was like very similar to a whale in the actual movie. Dang. And they ended up releasing him, and he passed away a year later.
Yeah.
And normally the whales that they release, they end up dying of pneumonia, and they think it's connected to their lives in captivity and different things. And they still don't know why the dorsal fin does where it curls over.
Yeah.
That's an actual thing that happens with captive whales. For some reason, their dorsal curls like that, and they don't do that in the wild. They have these massive dorsal fins.
I did see one person who was talking about this, and they were like, the theory is in the wild they pick up speed and they'll go real deep, and all that pressure will keep that dorsal fin straight. But when they're in the pools and
nowhere to go.
you can't go fast enough. They can't go fast enough or deep enough to keep that going. So all that soft cartilage just starts going over and over and over.
Interesting.
It's like cauliflower ear.
I had never heard that. That's
for
interesting.
whale.
Yeah, it's just cauliflower for whales. Yeah, so they gotta put some 2x4s and some duct tape, wrap that around the top, and then you got a straight fin for the rest of your life.
Paper mache.
Paper mache, lots of glue. You need tons of rubber.
So they're doing basically the mob boss is like, okay, well, if this whale's not going to perform and make money,
Yeah.
I'm going to kill the whale. And I'm going to get $1 million for killing my whale.
Right.
I'm going to commit insurance fraud. And kill my whale.
Before I went off on that tangent, but the cool thing was when Jesse would work with the whale, he really would respond. They really did have a bond together.
Oh, really?
But you know the thing that he does where he brings the whale comes up out of the water onto the stage with him?
Right.
So they were doing that, and Jesse's doing the motion, and the whale's not coming. And they're like, and he won't do it, and he won't do it. And then they realize that Jesse's in the wrong spot, and the whale knows that if he comes up out of the water, he's going to crush Jesse. So he refuses, and finally Jesse happens to move, and he's now in the correct area.
Yeah.
And Kiko, boom, comes right up out of the water onto the thing. It's incredible how intelligent these animals are.
Dude,
and when you see them in the wild,
yes,
they're fucking terrifying.
Yes, they are.
Because they're like adolescent boys.
Yeah, they're assholes.
With the strength to kill elephants.
Yes, and they're sinking ships, and they're scientists, marine biologists, were like, why are they sinking these boats purposely right in? And they're just like, oh yeah, because they're assholes.
Yeah,
they're just doing it for fun.
There's the ones in Spain that they believe that a boat propeller killed the calf.
Oh,
so the matriarch of the pod
fuck boats
taught the rest of them to fucking slam into the hulls of boats and punch holes in them like in Jaws.
Yes.
We're going to punch every boat in the face.
Yes.
I got to find this video that I haven't saved on my Instagram where there's a dude, he's alone on a sailboat and he's just got a camera on him.
Yeah.
And he's like, doo, 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 and he's got the big ass wheels that they use on sailboats.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it jerks and he's like, huh? And then 2 seconds later, it jerks over so hard it rips his shoulder out of the socket. And it's just killer whales slamming the rudder of his boat.
Oh my
god! And they said that those whales were just playing.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one saving grace about that is there's no reports in the wild of killer whales attacking humans.
Yeah, killing actual people.
And killing actually people.
Once
but
in captivity, you're like, fuck you.
Yeah, but to disable your boat in the middle of the ocean, you're just like, well, I got my dinghy and I'm gonna ding it out of here. They've already killed you.
You get an oar.
Yeah. Here to here, and you're just rowing back.
You gotta pull the Captain Jack Sparrow sea turtle it.
Oh man, but they've seen orcas here in the bay which I thought that's insane. I thought they like
Key Largo,
cold water.
Terrifying.
Yeah, right. I mean, I know we have sharks, I know we have hammerheads, but there's something about the intelligence of a killer whale. And also that big white patch on it, man, where it's just I don't want to see that. But
when I was a kid, I thought that's what their eyes were.
I thought that was their eyes too. But then when you actually start seeing your eye, oh, that's a doofus. It's a doofusy looking eye, dude. This is really dumb looking eye.
So, okay, so
back to what Trey's been trying to say for an hour.
The white patch is so much cooler. Just no, don't do it.
So the boss, Mr. Dial, is like, well, if the whale's not going to perform, I'm just gonna kill it.
Because he's got $1 million
He's got $1
policy.
million insurance, basically a life insurance policy on
versus
the whale.
just leasing it back out to another place and getting more money consistently.
Who knows what goes into that?
They go to the day of the big performance and the kids start banging on the glass.
I hate
and it's
these children.
freaking Willy out, and he goes Jesse's like, do it. do it. And the whale's like, nope, and just slams into the tank and like pops a hole in the tank, like a leak in the tank. And you see the next scene is the guys repairing it. Well, no, first Jesse then turns into an asshole. And is like, my whale didn't perform, so everything sucks.
Everything sucks.
Yeah. Everything was a lie because the whale didn't do what I wanted to.
Specifically you, Glenn. Suck it.
You, Dad.
I'm done. Yeah.
And that's when the detective comes back and he's like, hey, dude, your mom's a piece of crap. And she's not coming back. You got 2 people there that like you, and you can either go to prison or you can go back with them. It's really up to you. But
He basically says, stop being a bitch, dude.
Jesse, we need to have a heart-to-heart here on this cliffside in upstate Oregon. Your mother is garbage.
Your mother
she never
is
loved
that
you.
can that you just kick down the side of the mountain.
Yep. Doesn't he say something?
He walks
like
up and he goes, how about I hold it and you kick it?
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Because he's kicking, Jesse's just outright destroying public property. Mm-hmm. And this police officer's like, let me help you. First of all, your mother,
ugly.
Your mother, piece of shit. You, on the other hand, you're heading that way as well.
Yeah.
She's not coming back, dude. And he's like, and like the poor Jesse, he's like, no, it's gonna be soon. Yeah. I'll go find her. Yeah. And the guy's like, the FBI hasn't found her.
The state government, the federal government can't find her.
Your mom's gone. So suck it up and be a good dude for these people.
I feel like with this guy,
Dwight.
What's his name? Dwight?
Mr. Dwight.
Yeah. I feel like with Dwight, he's been loving and supportive with Jesse for a long time.
I'm done with this crap.
And this is his breaking moment of like, stop bringing up your deadbeat fucking mother, dude. You're 11 years old, 12 years old. She hasn't come back.
Yeah.
Nobody's heard from her. She hasn't even reached out. She didn't look in the rearview mirror. She was smoking a cigarette and drinking a 40 as she drove away. Nobody cares.
Little Mad Dog 2020.
Like, she doesn't love you.
Yeah.
These 2 people, you threw a baseball that they gave you as a gift.
Through a skylight.
Through the best window.
The panoramic windows in your kick-ass bedroom, and Mr. Blonde didn't cut your ear off.
Yeah.
Or set you on fire.
Or try to set you on fire. He works at a garage. It's in the possibility.
Be happy.
Yeah. I did find it interesting. Yeah.
And your foster mother is a saint.
Yeah.
Like, she's a wonderful lady.
So Jesse's like, I'm still going to run away. Fuck all you people. Yeah. So he goes to the tank to say bye to Willy. And then he notices like, what's wrong with the water?
Yeah, he throws the whistle that they gave him. And then he, like, right after he throws the whistle, he starts to hear like a noise, and he looks like into the tank, and you can see like flashing.
Yeah,
That's when he pokes his head.
They have a blowtorch, and they're like loosening the brackets.
They're cutting it.
Just one.
Yeah, they're cutting it.
And so it's starting to leak, and the water's, and so he goes and gets Randolph, and it's my favorite line in the movie because he's explaining like, we have to save him because the water's like, they go in there and there's water like up to Jesse's waist at this point.
Everywhere. Randolph, it's everywhere.
So, and he's like,
it's pretty good.
He's like, we have to save him. We have to get him back in the ocean. And Randolph goes, I hate this job anyway.
Yes.
That was the best part. He's like, I'm down.
It's
I'm
one
not sure
thing
how
that
many
I thought
crimes
about
this is.
when the Randolph scenes are happening, and I love his character. He's probably my favorite character in the movie, other than the whale. But
no, but that's as played by himself.
Yes. In all late 80s and early 90s movies, anytime there's an Indian or Native American,
whatever,
they're like the greatest character in the whole movie. Like man of the house, the guy's the best.
Dancing with Wolves, dude,
the best.
All of them, so much fun.
Yes,
so much fun.
Ernest goes to camp. The best.
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec. Yes. The guys are hysterically awesome.
Well, like, what's it in this movie though? I love how Randolph just like points it out. He's trying to tell the kid like, hey, there's something special between you and your connection with the whale. And he's like, maybe it's just Native American thing or something. and then he keeps going. He's like, maybe he sees a kindred spirit. Maybe it's because he sees like you're hurt too. Maybe you're just some special white kid. I don't know. Yeah. Like that's the literal line.
Yeah, so fantastic.
Just some Indian special stuff. White kid. Yep, Indian stuff. It's fine. Yeah, whatever. Well, I'm going to tell you, your mom's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
she didn't even look back.
And then so the trainer,
Lori Petty.
Thank you.
Lori Petty.
Tank Girl.
Yeah, she comes in. She's like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Oh, whale's gonna die. Are you helping or are you no?"
We're going because we're going.
And so they get him out of the. Jesse dives in the water.
Yeah.
And gets him like, "It's okay. I get in the net."
Gets him to get in the
Get
carrier.
in the carrier, and they get him. And the best part is he's like, "How are we gonna pull him?" And Jesse's like, "Oh, let's go steal my dad's tow truck."
Yeah.
You know that guy Glenn?
You know Mr. Blonde?
You know him?
We're gonna steal his tow truck.
He's already pissed off at me for a lot of reasons, but let's go steal his truck. Let's not ask. Let's not even talk to him about it.
Dunzo.
And so they're afraid to take like main roads because they're afraid they'll be seen.
Yeah.
So they're taking like the weirdest way.
The
through
mountain
the
roads?
Mountain. Yeah.
They're like old logging roads.
It's like in Lord of the Rings. Let the ring bearer decide.
Let the ring bearer decide. Yeah. No, but they're like, what are we going to do with the 7,000-pound whale on the back of this trailer in a Chevy?
And the
dirt road up the mountain. That's the one. There you go,
what looks like what exterminators wear to spray your house.
Oh, water in it. These water tanks,
Keeping the whale wet.
Like,
I thought it was
spraying
interesting, though.
weeds over here, pumping it, spraying it.
A little bit on the whale, a little bit on me.
Yeah.
A little bit on the whale.
It's hot out here.
So they report the car stolen, and then he contacts his dad on the radio, and he's like, "Please come help."
No, what about
Father help?
They're like driving around looking for the car, and they think they stop at a gas station.
Yeah, and they
he's
find other
like-
people. Yeah,
and there's the dude there, and he's like, "Hey, have you seen my truck?" And he's like, "Yeah, I saw it. I thought that was yours. Is a whale yours too?" And he's like, "The whale?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, you know what? You're right, Randy. That is my whale. No, Randy. Come on.
Barney
the
Fife
whale's
is
mine
there.
too.
Barney Fife is their sheriff.
Well, I thought the whale was yours. No, Randy. It's not yours.
Good old Don Knotts.
Yeah. So they get the truck stuck. And the basically Randolph's like, "I'm too old to push this truck out. Like I can't."
He's like, "We're fucked. There's a huge tree. I tried to back it up, and the whale's now gonna fall down the mountain with the freaking."
Clearly never driven a trailer before.
It
He starts backing up, and I immediately saw his wheel direction. I went, "Nope, that's going to go the wrong way. That's not going to go the right way."
This would have been easier on horseback.
That's like when I started trailering the boat. The first thing I did, my parents had like the long driveway with the close front end. I'm like, all right, well, that's what I'm going to do.
Practice,
I started just backing it, like pulling it out, driving around the block, and then backing into the driveway over and over again.
Yeah, our
That's
neighbors
smart
loved
because
it.
once you get it, once it's like in your mind on how do I operate the truck so the trailer's going to do what I want it to do.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny how we have accounts here. People who are listening to us who don't live in Florida or Miami, there are wonderful accounts on
my God,
Instagram. All about boat and boating mishaps, and there's particular ones.
Basically, it's just people sinking their cars.
Yes,
Our parents, they call them the boat ramp champs. Ramp champs.
Yeah.
Boat ramp champs.
Boat ramp champ.
My parents, when they were younger and they were dating, like they would all get together with their friends and go to the marinas, and there would like grassy areas where they would like put their freaking launchers out and have like picnics and stuff while watching people take their boats in and out.
Let's see what the good Lord brings us today. Oh, it's a Fiat.
It's an Oldsmobile.
Yes. pulling a 2-ton outboard. Let's go.
Doesn't have power brakes.
So crazy.
People, I think, are so honestly. It's so funny too when people back up their boats and they tried it, then they don't realize. Oh, boat ramps are real slick, real slippery.
I mean, shit.
And they and they hop
insane.
out and then just beef it right there on the boat ramp, and it just adds insult to injury.
Yep.
Because then their truck starts rolling back too, and you're like, "Don't let it get past the tailpipe. Don't let it get past the tailpipe." No, okay.
Yep.
That's a $30,000 problem.
Yep. Now you've got salt water in your engine.
Yep. Anywho,
But, so Glenn shows up, finds him in the woods.
And is like, "I have this winch on the front of
he's
the
like,
truck, guys. Get some boards."
He's like, "Well, I don't know what we're gonna do." And he says, "There's a winch and a link the chain behind the seat. Go grab it."
Yep.
And then Randolph even says, like, "The one place I didn't look."
the one place I didn't look, Kimusabe.
Yes.
Thank you, white man.
White savior, thank you for being here.
White savior. Oh,
He
he's
said
Indian,
it.
so he can
He
say
said
it.
it.
He's Indian, so he can
the
say
native
it.
said it, so we keep going.
Excuse me, Native American.
Either one.
Indian's way cooler.
I don't mind either one. It's just funny the distinction now because when people say Indian, they're like, "Do you mean with that or the feather?" And you have to just.
What's it in Family Guy? Is it the A guy or the O guy?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's Big Bang Theory.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like the girl who's an Indian, and she's like, "You mean like what is it? She's like the Indian or like the us kind of Indian." And he's like, "The you kind of Indian."
The us kind of Indian.
Because she's from India.
Right, you're from India. And that's why there's that distinction too. So.
In Family Guy, is it the Indian or like the Indian?
Yeah, dot or feather. That's the one. That's what we're looking
dot
for.
Or feather.
Dot or feather.
But so now Glenn's in charge.
And he's laying down 2x4s to get the tire out.
Yeah, he gets him out of there like a hero.
This whale is gone, though. This whale definitely would have been gone by now.
They take it to like
they had a lot of those little tanks. They were crushing it.
Well, they stopped by the car wash on the way there. My wife was like, "Are they taking it through the automatic car wash with like the spinners? There's soap and shit."
No, they're just pressure cleaning.
No, it's just pressure cleaning. And we were both like, "Oh, thank God!" But I love the homeless people walking down the sidewalk and they go by them like spraying down the whale. And they go, "Nice whale," and they go, "Thanks."
Yeah.
Have a good night.
All right,
Randolph, help.
Randolph, help.
But then,
so they get the whale to the marina.
Yeah, Dial's got a team that has come in to stop them.
Dial's got his asshole boat, and then they're like, drop net.
What do you think about it?
Yeah.
You're losing $1 million asset. Like, as much as he's a piece of shit for trying to kill it.
Asshole.
Oh, 1,000% trying to kill the whale. Like, come on.
And then this is the only part of the movie that takes you out. Because he's like, we could jump the wall.
Oh, well.
Jump the seawall.
They slam the truck through there.
They slam it through that, yeah. And then
he sinks the whole truck.
That truck's gone.
And they're full on having like a WWE Royal Rumble in this water.
Yes, and Glenn is so comfortable attacking people. And he looks so calm about it.
What's the theme song that he plays?
Here I am stuck in the middle of you clowns to the left of me. Jokers to the right.
He's just, he's just.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, I've been waiting for this because some of the he choke slams one dude.
Has anybody seen my straight razor?
No, but
it's in the glove box.
You ever notice in the fright he's only looking at Jesse while he's just.
Yeah, that's it though. I mean, this is the reflexes of a killer.
They want you to think that he's like, get away, but really what he's thinking is like, this one's for you.
Bring it in.
This one's for you, Jesse.
Look with the eyes, Jess.
Remember when you threw that ball?
The eyes.
Remember when you threw that ball out my window?
You just hold him. You just hold him here, Jess, till the bubbles.
You just wait till the bubbles
stop.
Wait, bud.
You remember when I tried to play catch with you and you're a real bitch about it?
Keeps trying to give you a baseball.
Did you find the ball, Jesse? Did you
find
the ball?
I bet it's here somewhere. 4
pounds of pressure on that little that little dangly thing in the middle. Yeah. Oh, you're done, bud. You just choke them out.
So the whalers close off the exit to the bay. Yeah. And they're like, oh, we're done. Like, there's nothing we could do.
Right.
And Jesse decides, like, Willy can make the jump.
He can jump the seawall.
And it is the most iconic scene of the movie. And it is a cool-ass picture. Like, the whale jumping. And everything. I don't know if a whale could actually clear that.
I don't know.
Like, I don't doubt that the whale could probably get high enough.
Yeah.
But to get that height with that distance.
Yeah. I think Jesse's getting taken out in this one. But
yeah.
I love the camera work of this because it's so awesomely 90s early graphics because it cuts from, Jesse's there. He's like, come on, Willy, I can do it. Which I was like, I say the same motivational speech to my Willy when I need it. And it's just, come on, bud, I believe in you.
That's right.
And so he's like, yeah. He's like, come on, bud, do the thing. And he does the hand motion again and gets it a couple of times. Like, go. And he gets it. And then the whale, he disappears underwater and then he plunges through. He bursts out. And it immediately cuts to this mediocre but okay for the time CGI whale.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
And then the close up.
The CGI whale doesn't match.
It does. It's not the right size.
No, it's not even that. It's the whale goes over his head, and it's got the bad spots under his fin. Where he had the skin problem.
Yes,
and then going in, the whale's just solid black.
Yes, you're right. Yeah.
No, well, you know how they did this?
Whale.
They took a model, one of the, because they use models.
threw it over
they fired it out of a cannon. out of a rocket launcher.
Oh, were they trying to see if they could break an airplane window?
I guess. What? They fired it out. So, like, when it comes out of the water, that's real.
That's like a model whale.
Model whale being fired out of a rocket launcher. And then it, like, CGI takes over.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm like, you might as well just CG'd the whole thing because it looks like shit.
Well, like and then the best one is his close up, which is the most iconic one when he's like, yeah. He's got that whole thing, and he's like almost touching the whale, but like the whale is clearly like on an arm or a crane of some kind.
And then the whale penis hits him in the face as it flies by.
It's called a dork.
Yeah.
Oh no, he freed that Willy.
It's true.
Jesse actually throws the whale
right in my ear.
The whale was going to crush him, but Jesse's like, I am a real American.
Well, then it cuts to like the whale going into the water, and it looks even worse than the whale jumping over him.
Well, because it's like this big majestic, and then going into the water, it's like, pew.
Oh, and it's like the whale looks like shit. It doesn't even look like it interacts with the water, and there's like a weird splash.
It's like a Photoshop splash, like in the front.
So,
it's not good, and the water's not even the same color.
Yeah,
like it's the dark, murky kind of
ridiculous.
And then it's like a pool. He's jumping back into a pool.
Ridiculous.
It's so not good. But Free Willy.
The whole movie around this one shot is pretty great.
It's pretty great. Yeah.
It's really fun to watch.
I mean, and that's like an iconic scene like that they would put in like trailers for other movies.
And if you go back to when we were kids and you watch this movie, it's like you didn't even notice it.
Yeah, because at the end you were like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Willy got freed. Like, we're good to go. But like as an adult that's seen the Avengers, like the entire movie is CG.
Avatar's the thing.
Yes.
Seen the Avengers.
Yeah. Like real like CG.
Mark Ruffalo looks like that Hulk.
Oh my god!
It's like when we talk about where you take Star Wars and you add shit to it. And it's like, well, now it looks stupid.
It's like when they get Brie Larson in a personality, and you're like, what?
Yeah. No. We tried to CG it, but it didn't work.
We're about to get Harrison Hulk.
That's right. That's right. Captain America. What is it?
Brave New
World or something. Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Harrison Hulk. I'm kind of in for it. I'm down.
The Red Hulk.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Maybe he cracks out a whip and he's like, oh, no, not this.
No,
one.
he's not like he's like in control of all his mental faculties.
Oh, he's completely. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's gonna be interesting. I really hope Kike Kwan is in this too. Dr. Johns. No.
Okie dokie, Mr. Hulk.
Okie dokie. That's Harrison Ford. You'll talk to him.
Well, apparently the scene right after this is where all the whales get back together with Willy, and he's like, bye, Willy.
Yeah.
The guy who produced this movie he worked on the Goonies, and he was like a big fan of.
That's where he wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he started writing.
One-Eyed Willy and then Willy, so it's like a parallel.
What is his obsession with Willy, though?
That's what it is.
Well, no, it was modeled kind of his homage.
Oh, it's okay.
Because
that makes sense where the Willy comes from.
Yeah,
now.
I knew that, but I didn't want to spoil that. It was like the one piece of research I did.
You should have,
because I knew this guy worked on the Goonies.
That's good. That's a good little throwdown.
I liked all the wiener jokes we did. For the rest
I
of
let you have your phone, and now I'm telling you where it comes from.
I mean,
now I feel
knowing that is not going to stop my wiener jokes.
I make wiener jokes in the Goonies, and I know why he's called One-Eyed Willy.
That puts a damper on my Willy time? Absolutely not.
You cannot rain on this parade.
Cannot rain on my Willy.
Rain on my parade. Oh my god, dude!
Thank you guys.
That's like the parallel.
Yes.
That Mikey says bye to Willy, and Jesse has to say bye.
Free
to
Willy. Gotcha. That's a good connection. And then Inglourious Bastards is connected to this movie because of Perry. We didn't talk about Perry though. Perry shows up at the fish market
smoking a cigarette,
and he's got like a beat to him. I don't know what this song was, but I was like, "This is tight." Actually, I kind of want to go hang out with these kids.
Like, you know what the song was? It was like, "When you're a jet all the way."
Yeah, he's smoking a cigarette. He's obviously doing some drugs.
I told you,
he's hip. He's into it.
He was just leaving with the Asian dude
when he walked
to go to California and start the Foot Clan.
When he walked out, the theme song went.
Well, like he kept trying to convince Jesse a couple of times. He's like, "Come on, bro, like just
sell drugs with us.
Come sell." Yeah, he's like, "We're gonna be rich, man." And
he literally
says
he's like, he gave me a job looking out for the cops.
And he's gonna sell drugs.
So he's either selling drugs or turning tricks.
Yeah,
one or the other. Probably both.
Honestly, yeah, it's a hand-in-hand business. Why not? I mean, you got both customers.
I see what you did there.
What we're looking for.
See what you did there. It's hand in hand. It's hand in hand.
It's a different type of Willy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
It's the only type of Willy.
yeah, no, but I was really proud of it because I did, for some reason in my head, I had thought that there was a scene where like Jesse almost like really left with Perry, or like Perry came back and like
He
tried
was gonna,
to like
he was
stab
gonna,
the whale or something.
no,
like that.
Jesse was gonna go meet Perry when he was gonna run away. When
Right, he
figured
was
out
going to
the
go to
tank
Venice
was being
Beach,
drained.
which the postcard for Venice Beach, dude, woof for PG. I was like, this could have been just a beach or like, you know, like a sunset or something like that. No, the
'cause they had to
postcard
show
they
you
chose
what a sleazeball
yeah,
Perry is.
was because it's two girls on roller skates and bikinis, and they're just like one leg up and they're both like rolling, and it's like, yeah, Venice. All right, cool. I mean, I've been there.
I mean, it's kind of like that when it's not on fire.
I mean, South Beach is like
poor
that too.
LA.
Oh, hearts out to LA, man. They're in a rough shape right now, dude. That's going to be hard to come back from. Yeah, but actually, we did connect with some of our friends out there. We got 3 or 4 of them, and so far they're safe. So far, their stuff is not on fire.
Thank God.
As of this,
Hopefully that
recording.
keeps up.
Yeah. So hopefully that
Best
keeps
of
up.
luck.
Oh man, Tyler, you want to walk us out of this?
Thank
one?
you so much. It's fun to be back. I'm surprised that I made it through this episode with as little coughing as I had.
Probably should.
Maybe I'm getting better.
Probably should pick someone else to walk.
No, it's all good. I'm good. We really appreciate you guys, and thank you so much. It's fun to be back. Happy New Year. If anybody listens to us out in California, be safe. Take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
You're more important than any of your stuff. So, yeah, just be careful out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just check us out on all the social medias. You can check us out on TikTok for like 7 more days.
Yeah.
And then TikTok's going to shut down in America.
Yeah.
gone.
And Matt's posing like Danny DeVito for us right now if you're watching on the videos. But you can see that on YouTube.
I'm a holder.
On the Ubin Tubins. Yeah, you're a whore?
I'm a hold it. The position.
I was like, Jesus.
Hold it.
Of Willy.
Yeah. Yeah, you can check our shops out on Etsy, Nostalgialand.podcast.
Nope. Nostalgialand shop. Fuck. Nostalgialand shop on Etsy.
Nostalgialand. Podcast is our Instagram.
Is our Instagram. Yep. And nostalgialandshop.com is our, I'm sorry, nostalgialandpodcast.com is our website where you can get some of the same.
Check out the merch.
Some of the same goodies.
My goodies. Yeah, Matt's got the cup.
Number one
check
seller this Christmas, this holiday season. This popped up quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
So,
and don't forget Sunny D. We love you. It's delicious.
we do love you.
I got work in the morning.
Yeah, and I'm sick, so I'm not taking part in alcohol. Trying to get well. But I'm missing out tonight.
Yeah, but that's like a good thing to be by yourself. Like, oh no, I'm the only one that can drink alcohol.
Oh no. It's just me. Oh.
Well, we love you guys, and please go on all of our stuffs and comment, like, subscribe. Everything you can helps. Suggest us to your friends. Suggest movies, shows, whatever you want for us to do in the future. I've had some requests for some more adult movies, so we'll be looking into that, and not like porno.
We thought Free Willy was a good advent.
The Naked Gun, 33 and a half.
33 and a third.
There's still
it's a third, you're right.
there's still plenty of children's movies that we can do and that we love, so we will be still doing those. But we got to mix it up, I suppose.
I agree with you. Yeah.
And hopefully Tony will be able to join us more in the future. But we'll see what we can get done. Until next time,
I'm Matt.
I'm Trey.
and I'm Tyler. Cowbunga.
Is this working?
Nope.
Oh. We don't have the money for that.